Today is the day you thought you're gonna change your ordinary life to extraordinary life. But what to do? How to start? Well, here are 5 basics to a happy life. We all want to die a fulfilling life with all our wishes completed. Nothing to regret, but only 1 in 100 people of this world get to have that life. If you ask anyone that they are going to die in the next 60 seconds, most of them would cry of fear. Fear comes when you have done something wrong and they have lived their life wrong. A lot of things which they have done wrong, a lot of decisions that they wish to change, a lot of things to regret. Everything comes after them, ready to eat them out alive. But a few people will say, okay, I'm gonna die in 60 seconds. Fine, I am happy. It can only mean 2 things in this situation. Either the person is depressed and is a loser, a very lazy negative thinker and needs a psychiatrist as soon as possible, or he or she has done everything they have wanted to do in this life. They have followed their passion, they tried to achieve whatever their heart desired, and they are really happy and satisfied with their life. And even if they know that they are going to die in the next 60 seconds, they won't start to regret anything. Instead, they would accept it happily. See, death is inevitable. There is no escape from it. And who is to know what's going to happen in the next 60 seconds? So why do you think that you have a lot of time left when actually no one does? Work for a happy life, not a regretful death. Realize and do it now, not when you are old, lying on your deathbed, when no one is around you, but just the waiting before death meets you. Well, I say this because I have seen people do that, and this is how it is. Realize it now or regret later. And now that we have made this far, let's go on our topic. 5 basics to a happy life. Number 1. Meet your ideal self. Your ideal self is the best version of you. Work every day to reach your ideal self. Once in a classroom, kids were asked that what they want to become when they grow up. A girl said she wanted to be a fish, and 2 of the boys, a boy wanted to be a bird and another boy wanted to be a frog. The girl who said she wanted to be a fish is one of the best swimmers. The boy who wanted to be a bird is a pilot today, and the boy who wanted to be a frog is one of the best long jumpers. So ask yourself, if you are unable to find your ideal self, or even if you have found one, click on the I button or go to the channel and watch the first step introspection, and then come back as soon as possible. Number 2, be smart. I think you might have heard this story, but still, there were 2 people in an aeroplane sitting together. One was a scientist who was always busy with solving problems, reading books and news, and the other one was a normal mischievous person. So the scientist was getting bored and asked the other person if he was interested to play a quiz game. The person said no and slept. Then scientist said, if I ask you a question and you don't answer, you have to give me only 50 rupees. But if you ask me a question and I am not able to answer, then I will give you 500 rupees. Then the lazy mischievous man got interested and said, you go first. The scientist said, what is the distance between Earth and Jupiter? The other man went to his pocket, took 50 rupees out and gave it to the scientist. Now it's his turn to ask the question. He asks, which is the animal that climbs the mountain with 4 legs and come back with 3 legs? The scientist got shocked and confused. He couldn't answer this question and started doubting his knowledge. He gave 500 rupees to him. The other person took it and slept. Scientist got angry. He woke the other person, said, you only tell which is the animal who climbs the mountain with 4 legs but comes back with 3. That man again went to his pocket, took 50 rupees out and gave it to him. Said, even I don't know. So he lost a total of 100 rupees but gained 500. Total 400 profit. He played smart. But can only being smart will make you successful? The chances are very less. So number 3, work hard. I hope everyone knows Usain Bolt, the fastest man. He has been running only for 114 seconds, which is not even 2 minutes. It means he has only performed for less than 2 minutes. But he was able to earn $90 million, almost around $1 million per second. But for running those 114 seconds, he has practiced and prepared for more than 10,000 hours. It means for every second he ran or performed, he practiced 90 hours. That's 324,000 seconds for 1 second. This ratio is what Usain Bolt has gone through, 1:324,000, or maybe more but not less. So practice as much as possible, even if your performance time is real less. So practice as much as possible and be the best. Number 4, Ease off, hear this story. There was a massive group of frogs. One of them wanted to climb a tree. The others started to curse him. They said it's impossible. They shouted, "You will fall, you will die," as many bad things as possible, as a frog could have ever imagined. But the other frog was able to climb the tree's top. He did it. You know why he was able to do it? Because he was deaf. He could not listen to anything. So when he was climbing the tree, looking at other frogs, he could not listen to the taunts. Instead, he thought everyone was cheering the frog. He was thinking everyone is supporting him. "Go frog, yay frog, you can do it." And he was able to do it with full confidence. So what we learn from this? First, we should not demotivate anyone and motivate them instead. And second, and more important, if someone tries to demotivate us or says something negative, then be deaf to negative comments. Don't listen at all. Ease off. Number 5. Love everyone and say no to ego. It might seem irrelevant, but it is the most important of them all. It is about developing a happy you for a happy life. What is ego? It means I, me, why should I, why should me. It is the extra proudness that comes inside a person, which should not at all be there. So, once upon a time, there was an island very far away. All the feelings lived together on that island. Like happiness lived there, sadness, excitement, fear, anger, love, and ego lived on that island. All lived together. One day, uncontrollable rain happens and everything starts to get drowned. All the feelings start to run to the boat. Happiness, sadness, excitement, fear, anger, everyone, and love also. They all ran on the boat. But ego didn't come. He stood on the island. When love got to know this, he came out of the boat and went to ego, because love was made to love. Love asked ego, "Please, the water is filling fast. Let's go to the boat." Ego didn't listen and was not ready to move. Water reached to their neck. Love was still trying to convince ego to come to the boat with him. But ego refused every time. Water filled over their head and they both died. Moral: love dies because of ego. So you might become successful, but what if you will have the ego in you that only I and no one can stand near me? The love between you and people will disappear. No one will love you and you will slowly become lonely. We love our brothers, sisters, our family, especially our dad and mom. If we will have ego, we will never know when and how it will come in the middle and it will destroy all the relationship. It destroys any relation. Instead of being egoistic, we should be loving. Love everyone and everyone will love you back. That's the real success. So let's repeat our 5 points. Number 1, find your ideal self. Number 2, be smart. But number 3, work hard. Number 4, ease off. Means be deaf to all the negative comments. Don't listen. Calm down and do your job. Number 5, love everyone and say no to ego. Now you know all these 5 rules. But how will you know if you are really being smart or working hard? How will you know that you are really making any progress? For that, you need DMS, which is daily marking sheet. And what is that and how to use it? I will tell you in the upcoming videos. Till then, keep watching, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Peace be upon you.